Britain's 9 most dangerous criminals. 1. Robert Maudsley. He is known to be Britain's most dangerous prisoner and was once dubbed Hannibal the Cannibal. Robert Maudsley is considered so dangerous that he now lives in solitary confinement in a dungeon beneath the confines of Wakefield Prison. He has spent more than 4 decades alone, and after the death of Ian Brady, he became the longest-serving British prisoner and the earliest person still living to be subject to a whole life order. 2. Jeremy Bamber. Bamber was convicted of murdering his adoptive parents, adoptive sister and her 6-year-old twin nephews in 1986. The family were shot dead in Essex in August 1985 in what became known as the White House Farm murders. Bamber, who maintains his innocence, is serving a whole life term, which means he will never be released from prison, with the 59-year-old currently holed up at Hemp Wakefield. Prosecutors accused of him killing his family to secure a large inheritance and said he placed the gun in his sister's hands to frame her for the murders. Appeals against his conviction have failed, and his story was recently dramatized in the ITV series White House Farm, which saw Freddie Fox play the role of Bamber. 3. John Cannon. Former car salesman Cannon is serving 3 life sentences, with a minimum of 35 years, for the murder of a woman and attempting to kidnap a woman, which both happened in Bristol in 1987. He was also convicted of raping a woman in Reading in 1986. Cannon, now 62, was named in 2002 as the prime suspect in the notorious murder of Susie Lamplugh, who vanished in London in 1986. He is serving his sentence at Hemp Full Sutton near York. 4. Stephen Grieveson. Infamously known as the Sunderland Strangler, Stephen Grieveson brutally murdered 4 teenage boys in a series of killings committed between 1990 and 1994. He was convicted of 3 counts of murder at Leeds Crown Court. Grieveson was handed 3 life sentences on 28 February 1996, with a recommendation that he serve a minimum of 35 years before the Home Secretary considers his eligibility for release. In 2013, Grieveson was convicted of a 1990 murder of 14-year-old boy Simon Martin and was handed a 4th life sentence, which he is set to serve at Hemp Full Sutton. 5. Omar Khayyam. Khayyam, who is being kept at Hemp Full Sutton, is a trained bomb maker from the Al-Qaeda training camp, Malakland, who led a terrorist plot in May 2007. Khayyam was found to be the ringleader of a plot to explode a fertilizer bomb in London. The Metropolitan Police launched Operation Crevice, a raid on the morning of 30 March 2004, when Khayyam and 4 others were found with 1,300 pounds 600 kilograms of ammonium nitrate fertilizer, which can be used to make bombs. He is alleged to be a member of Al-Muhajirun, a militant Salafi jihadist network based in the UK. Khayyam was a highly skilled cricket player, captaining Sussex under-18 side, and was expected to one day play for England. 6. Juris Kika. Kika was found to have murdered 16-year-old London student Ben Kinsella. Kika was just 18 himself. 2 other men were also found guilty. Kika was first cautioned by police at the age of 11. Just a few months later, he stabbed 14-year-old Robert Parker in the back with a 3-inch blade before calmly walking away. Although he was not prosecuted because of his age, Kika was given a minimum sentence of 19 years behind bars, and he is currently being incarcerated at Hemp Moorland, near the town of Hatfield in South Yorkshire. 7. Mark Bridger. Bridger was found guilty of kidnapping and murdering 5-year-old April Jones, who lived in the small Welsh town of Machynlleth. Jones was seen entering a stranger's car in 2012 and was declared missing. Her body was never found. Bridger, a 46-year-old man, was arrested in October 2012, less than 24 hours after April went missing. He became a suspect in the case because he matched a description of the man and the vehicle, a left-hand drive Land Rover Discovery, which an eyewitness had seen April entering following a conversation with the man. Bridger claimed he had accidentally run over April in his car and could not remember disposing of her body due to alcohol and panic. He was found guilty of abduction, murder, and perverting the course of justice. Later that day, he was sentenced to life imprisonment. The judge stated that he was a pathological liar and a pedophile. This was the largest missing person search in UK police history, and Jones is set to see out his sentence at Hemp Wakefield, which is where he is currently locked up. 8. Reynard Sanaga. One of the more recent additions on this list, Sanaga was convicted of 159 sex offenses and was found to have raped 136 young men in Manchester from 2015 to 2017. Sanaga targeted young men who seemed incapacitated, having been out drinking with friends, offering them a place to charge their phone. Sanaga pleaded not guilty to all the charges made against him, with the result that his victims had to endure relating evidence in court and the videos being shown to the jurors and others present at the trials. In his defense, he claimed to have been playing sex games with the other man playing dead in order to fulfill his fantasies. He claimed that the encounters were consensual, a claim found to be false as victims were heard snoring in the videos. The jury didn't believe him, and after he was found guilty, the man known now as Britain's worst rapist was sentenced to life in prison at Hemp Wakefield. 9. Rosemary West. West, and her husband, Fred, were infamous serial killers in the 1970s and 80s who were both found guilty in 1994.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more.